Hello viewers, this is Michael from Screen Reviews, bringing you my 562 podcast. This is my 562 podcast. And like always, I'm going to speak very loudly, very clearly, and very slowly, in case you don't understand me. Also, I'll try to do my best not to be so hard during this audio podcast recording as well, not to cause any audio feedback as well. And finally, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language. Once again, if you're under 18, this audio podcast recording will change your adult language if you're under 18. Now, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So basically, if you're over 18, that means you get to watch this audio podcast recording. So anyway, before I begin, if you want to look that hissing sound in the background, that's just my radiator. So basically, if you, in this case, you're wondering what the hissing sound in the background, that's just my radiator. So basically, just to let you guys know, that's just my radiator in the background doing the hissing sound. So anyway, with anything else out the way, let's get into the topic of this. Let's get to the topic of this podcast. So basically, should the Fanning Manly's reboot be a drama or a comedy series? So basically, as you guys know, ever since the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air reboot it has aired, a lot of people have been wondering, everybody's been enjoying the reboot of the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Now, as you guys know, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of the best 90s. It's one of the best 90s shows. It's one of the best black comedy 90s. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is one of the best black sitcom shows from the 90s, and also Fanning Manly's is also considered to be the best, one of the best black sitcom shows from the 90s as well. So basically, a lot of people are wondering, that maybe it's time, since the Fresh Prince reboot is doing very well. A lot of people are wondering, maybe it's time to reboot. It's time to do a reboot of Fanning Manly's. Now, as you guys don't know what Fanning Manly's is, now the show takes place in Chicago as far as the working class family called the Winslow family and the adventures with their neighbor Steve Urkel. So basically, the family is a show about a black family called the Winslows, and they follow their many adventures, navigating life and whatnot, along with their annoying next genius neighbor Steve Urkel. So basically, that's pretty much the show in a nutshell. So basically, a lot of people are wondering, should the reboot be as serious as the Fresh Prince reboot, or should it be a straight up comedy? So basically, it's been a lot of debate over this. So basically, a lot of people so basically, there's been a whole debate over this. Should the Fanning Manly's reboot should be a drama series like the Fresh Prince reboot? But a lot of people are debating over this. If they do go to a drama, if they do turn the Fresh Prince, turn the Fanning reboot series into a drama, that means they can't do certain things with they can't do certain things with certain characters. They can't do, especially with Steve. So basically, they can't do any time travel shenanigans. Or basically, they can't do any time travel shenanigans or no crazy experiment shenanigans as well. If they go with a serious approach, but if they go to a comedy approach, they can all do some crazy shit with Steve. Basically, it revolves around one character in this situation. So basically, everybody says, a lot of people say who is the main character of the show, who's the main star. Obviously, everybody say that Steve Urkel is the main star of the show. You know, he's the main star of the show. He's the genius that always come up with these weird inventions that always backfire, but some of them actually work. His transformation chamber invention, you know, his time travel invention, you know, his teleporter dimension, more prime, basically was featured throughout the series as the series go on. So basically, a lot of people are saying that, you know, if the Family's reboot goes to it's going to be a drama series. That means they can't do any crazy scientific shenanigans. You know, if they go with a serious drama, if they want to go with, you know, want this reboot to go to a serious drama, setting, but if they use if the reboot is going to be a straight comedy, you know, they can do a lot of things with Steve's character, you know, they can do some crazy invention shenanigans, you know, they can do, you know, time travel things, they can do things with Steve's transformation chamber, like, you know, like they did in the original series. So basically, like, you know, it's like, you know, so basically there's a lot of pros and cons when it comes to this Family Matters reboot. You know, if they go with a drama setting for the reboot, you know, they can't. This will limit the series to how much they can do with Steve. So basically, like, you know, Steve is really a key star for the whole Family reboot. So basically, if they go with a serious tone, a serious drama tone with the reboot, you know, they can't do none of the crazy stuff that everybody liked from the original series into the reboot with a serious tone. But if they go to if the reboot becomes a, you know, it's going to be a comedy series, you know, they can do things, they can do a lot of crazy things, you know, basically it comes a newer version of the original series if they go to a comedy route, but it might not tone down and probably tone down the drama of the series. But the original series of Family Matters was half drama and half comedy. Don't get me wrong. Nowadays there are comedy dramas out there. Sorry, I want tongue tied. So basically, don't get me wrong. There are comedy drama. There are comedy drama TV shows out there in the world. So basically, they could strike a perfect balance between drama and comedy, like the original series did. You know, yes, the original series was a comedy, but it did have a good balance between drama and plus dealing with serious situations and serious topics and whatnot. So basically, the original Family Matters series did have a good balance. Between comedy and drama. So basically, like, you know, they could find a way to strike a perfect balance between the reboot being a drama and they could find a perfect way to for the reboot to be a drama / comedy series, you know, find a perfect balance between the comedy and the drama for the reboot. So basically, like, you know, hoping that, you know, so basically, like, you know, what I'm trying to say, it is possible for a show to be a drama and a comedy series. So there are plenty of comedy drama series out there right now on TV and whatnot, on streaming services right now that has a good balance between drama and comedy. So basically, I feel like this could happen. So anyway, this is a sign off. One.